What is up, you guys? Nick here, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about a very interesting, unique company that is perfectly positioned within the innovative disruption sphere. I've said it many times on this channel that I specifically focus on companies that will be able to carve out niches for themselves from pre-existing market share through innovative and novel technologies, and this company does that perfectly. Rootmaster Capital is the subject of today's video. They are positioned in the decentralized finance industry and ready to make a big splash. We have a lot to get to, but first, Webull has increased their promo. They are now offering 4 free stocks worth up to $3,700. When you 1. Sign up, 2. Open an account, and 3. Deposit in at least $100 using the link in my description. They are a 0% trading platform with some of the best analytics in the game. I use this app every single day, guys. It's really awesome. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I do a ton of videos like this covering EV stocks, tech stocks, with a focus on disruptor companies. Smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. And without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so Rootmaster Capital is a Canadian investment firm. They are a small cap penny stock trading on the TSX Venture Exchange, the TSX-V, a public venture capital marketplace specifically for emerging companies. They trade under ticker symbol RM.V. Now, as I stated before, Rootmaster is based in decentralized finance. So what is that and why does it matter? Well, decentralized finance, or DeFi, is an ecosystem of financial applications based on blockchain technology. This is exactly what big name DeFi companies run on, akin to Ethereum and Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies. DeFi has the capacities of sending money between two persons without a bank intermediary taking a piece of the pie, and therefore would stand to be much cheaper in terms of transactions. There's a ton of companies initiating lending, borrowing, exchanges, margin trading, and this stands to grow in the coming years. In the past few months, we have seen intense upside to cryptocurrencies within the markets. Just look at how Bitcoin and Ethereum have performed. Investors see huge promise in DeFi technology as it's much more accessible, global, and a viable alternative to mainstream and traditional old financial services. They are changing the way people bank and move capital and its core fundamentals. 1.7 billion people worldwide don't have access to bank accounts, and analysts believe that cryptocurrency is the way around this. We can see intense hype and interest around the stock as of recently. On November 11th, they were sitting at just 0.080, just 8 cents a share, and now they are hovering just under 30 cents a share at 0.28. This is marking a 243% increase in their share price just in a month. They are up over 1,000% since March lows. This is just really incredible growth in such a short period of time. As decentralized finance becomes more mainstream and more popular with Bitcoin and Ethereum leading the charge, Rootmaster is trying to get in on the action and grab a piece of the pie. The goal of Rootmaster is to make financial transactions more secure and accessible, less apt to fraud, and opens up financing and banking to people worldwide with only access to a smartphone and an internet connection. With that, you're good to go. It makes banking much more transparent and permissionless. There are 5 benchmarks to this tech that Rootmaster is investing in, and this is why it's so much more incredible than the old traditional way of finance. There are no intermediaries or banks involved. The networks are global, without borders. The code is transparent for anyone to see and inspect. The code is open source to improve the technology over time, and is decentralized, right? Which means it's run by tens of thousands of computers across the globe, not by a central system. DeFi is growing exponentially and is now worth $6.68 billion, with analysts predicting this could amount to $16 billion by 2025. The lending and borrowing of DeFi is valued at $589 billion by 2025, up from just $34 billion in 2018. So we can see these astronomical increases and the potential to reshape finance as a whole. Now, going into Rootmaster's finances, it has a market cap of $22.416 million, making it a micro-cap company. It has a beta of 1.59, showing more volatility than the overall market. However, this is to be expected with such a small market cap. It has a PE of 5, which is completely reasonable, an EPS of 0.05, and it's hovering at 0.2750 or 0.28 if we're rounding up. The market cap has increased significantly in the past quarter to $19 18.56 million. We can see how just much of an increase this is. This significantly lowered its price to sales, making it much more enticing. It has a great return on equity of 374.64% and a relatively small float of 41.86 million. So when good news is released, it really pumps up the stock. However, it should be noted that the opposite can be said as well. It has a great ratio for being a microcap company, sitting at 2.50, indicating far more assets to liabilities. Now, Rootmaster in all regards has only just began to generate revenue. We could see that they used to only generate 283,000. However, they are now generating quarterly revenues into the millions, having generated 3 million in just the last quarter. We could see their cost of revenue is extremely small. It's almost nil, just north of 3,000. And that's a key aspect to these new companies based in decentralized finance. There is extremely low overhead, which makes it less likely to go bankrupt than a company with a higher cost of revenue. Their operating expenses are also relatively low. DeFi is growing exponentially, and Rootmaster is getting in on this before it does explode. This is exactly what microcap companies do. They look for innovative technologies that are poised to be huge in the coming years. This is a growth company positioning themselves for the future. This is exactly where my investment strategy lies. DeFi is growing exponentially. It is now worth 6.68 billion, with analysts predicting this could amount to 16 billion. Rootmaster recently acquired 49% equity interest in DeFi Holdings Incorporated, which stands to heavily benefit from the coming environment. The stock has been performing with some volatility, but it is a microcap company. However, through October 5th to 9th alone, the stock surged 232.39% in just 5 trading days. They have an ROA of 109.9% with a terrific gross profit margin of 100%, indicating health and viability. It has a 96% buy rating from bar charts and short, medium, and long-term bullish indications. There really is a lot to love about this stock. They're a very interesting company. Analysts are saying the stock is currently undervalued with tons of upside. They're trading significantly below their 150-day moving average and is 41.2% off its 52-week highs. They are significantly undervalued with a PE of only 5. Now, you do have to be careful with these microcap companies as they do fluctuate so heavily, but I do indeed think that this is a good play. They have positioned themselves so well for the coming future. With its investments in DeFi Holdings, they have strategically positioned themselves at the forefront of the DeFi revolution. DeFi could also potentially overtake traditional peer-to-peer lending. In 2018, P2P market was valued at 34.16 billion and is now projected to reach 589 billion by 2025. This is a CAGR of 50.2%. They are getting in before this explodes, and the stock could be huge. Anyways, look it over. Don't just listen to me because I'm saying it on the internet. Get as much information about a company as you can before actually allocating assets to them. Anyways, everyone, thanks so much for watching. I really do appreciate it and the continued support. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I really would appreciate it. Smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Don't forget about Weeble's promo. 4 free stocks worth up to $3,700 in value. This is a no-brainer. I really do love Weeble and its analytics. Anyways, I will see you guys all in the next video. Cheers.